Hey, everybody.
We are 7 minutes late, but not so bad. Not so bad. That's not too bad. Technical
Just had to get
difficulties and all.
coffee. It was my fault.
Oh my
This
gosh.
coffee
Oh my
today.
gosh. I do want to share something very special before we get started, if you guys are okay. Hey, everyone. Before we get started, I have something real special to share, so hang tight, okay? I'm going to try to do it. This was the technical difficulties. Okay.
I'm Dave Knapp, man on the Mounjaro. That's why I'm here.
Big news for semaglutide.
I'm the most elusive of all the doses. So I have a couple theories, and I'm interested to hear yours. The first, who likes my Karnak hat?
Jokes about terzepatide.
You are on the pen.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys follow this show, but it's one of my favorites, and they are a sponsor of the Plus Sides, and we are a sponsor of them. But if you guys don't know Dave, and there he is, driving and listening. Hey, Louie. Hey, Dave. Do not be watching and listening. So Dave is on the pen, man on the Mounjaro, and he has a really good show. Their lives are so amazing. He has them really late though. I just can't stay up for them. Maybe in the summer. Maybe at Christmas. I can't do it right now, but it's so good. It's because of Eastern time, but they're really good lives. And he talks all about the different medications. He loves to geek out on the science and all of, I would say, like the interesting things that have to do with like the business decisions and the marketing. Like he and I very much vibe in like that area. Like, no, this is how they're going to go to market. No, this is how, because we're both in marketing. So it's a really good show. And if you don't follow it, it is here on YouTube. You just go and click on, oh, thank you, Tay. You just go and click on subscribe. You just search it. It's Man on the Mounjaro on the pen. So make sure that you do that. He's a good dude. And he talks about all the stuff we're into. So anyway, yeah. Other than that, how is everybody? Hey, JT. JT's not with us tonight.
Hey,
Lydia's
JT.
filling in. It's kind of a wonky night. Like we sort of had like schedules kind of bump around a little, but we're going to hang. It's cool. Y'all know we're scrappy. We've got this.
We all have lives. That's why. It's okay.
That's right. We all have lives. Thank God, right? It's good that we do. It's good that we're feeling better and that we have that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But let's see. I haven't even looked in the chat. What we got going on?
Oh,
Yep,
Star's here.
everybody
I think
knows
Star's
about
new.
Louie.
Star's is the first time. I think this
Hey,
is the first time
Star.
Star's been in alive.
I know
that's
Star on
cool.
TikTok though. I follow Star on
She's
TikTok.
so much fun. She's so much fun.
She cooks and stuff, right? That's that Star, right?
She does.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
that's
I know
her.
Star. Hey, Star, welcome.
Mm.
And JT says you're all doing great. Yeah, JT's been on vacation, taking a little break, lots of jet lag. So we all deserve to take a break, and that's why we did 3, the power of 3. And now we have Lydia, so she's like super solid backup. She's the best.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Is that Yoshi behind you?
Like, you're welcome.
Is that
It
Yoshi?
is.
I
He's
love
hanging out
Yoshi
right
so
there.
much. He's my favorite character. He's the best.
So
Especially
you
when he
missed
goes,
this. We were talking about this in the green room before you came in.
Yeah.
I actually won him out of a claw machine, and the night I won him, I won 7 of him out of the same machine. So the whole family, every member of the family left with a Yoshi that night.
I don't know how you win out
That
of a
is so
claw
cool.
machine. That's just amazing.
I'm just surprised there were 7 in the claw machine. Was it just like a straight Yoshi machine?
Yes, so it was like this huge machine. It's this place we have here in Wichita. It's kind of like Dave and Buster's, but it's called Round One, and they have these giant machines that are just Goliath machines, and they have these huge plushes in them. And so, anyway, he came home with us.
So fun. I love Yoshi. I'm a little jealous. I don't know why. I could buy one on Amazon. I need to relax.
They do have them on Amazon.
Covet Yoshi.
For
Lydia's
sure.
a member of the team. Damn straight she is. Damn straight she is. She works just as hard as us, and it's awesome.
She sure as crap does. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Hi,
you,
Chris.
guys.
Welcome. For all of our new people. So then what we do here is we talk a lot about GLP-1 medications. We talk about obesity and basically anything related, diseases and disorders. So it's very much focused on health and wellness, and that's be mental or physical. And that's just what we do here. It's how we roll. And one of the special things that the Plus Sides does is we bring in community guests. So people within our community, so that they can share their stories and testimonials and really be able to feel heard and seen and be able to process, because there's a lot of healing on this journey. So we like to do it together, and without further ado, before we talk to Susan, because we have to say something to Susan real quick. Hey, Susan.
What's up, Susan?
Sorry, she's like, hey, you haven't missed much. We're just being goofy. Other than we're sponsoring Dave's show and he sponsors ours. So we help each other out because we talk about the same stuff in different ways. Anyway, yeah. So back to our community guest. But if you don't know, and I know all of you kind of come in here and said his name already, and maybe it's because we marketed it before. I don't know. But hey, Louie.
Hello. How's everyone?
How are you doing? Welcome to the
Good. How are you? I love the little slide thing. I was having
Yes,
Delightful.
fun with
You're
it.
looking
courtesy of our
glamorous.
social media manager, Lydia Extraordinaire.
Thank you. Thank
Also going
you.
to sub for tea time tonight, but for now, we're going to do tea time after community guests tonight. So that way you can, spill tea with us and chat with us, and it'll be great. But
I
first, we
love
would
it.
love to be able to hear your story. It's unfiltered, uncut. So just go ahead and take the
Unfiltered,
space.
uncut.
Unfiltered and
Awesome.
uncut.
Well, thank you for the invitation. This is awesome. Thank you for the
course.
opportunity. This is new for me, so I'm not an
Just chill. It's like a
expert like
live.
y'all, but I'm excited to be here. Yeah, I'm really excited. So with my journey, I started Mounjaro pretty recent, I would say, compared to a lot of people in the journey, and everyone's different. So don't think that my journey you need to compare of what I'm doing, because everyone is different in their journey. So don't bum yourselves out like, oh, Louis is already in maintenance. So don't do that, please. But yes, I started back in March of this year, GLP-1, and I started first with a telehealth. I was just like, I saw an ad, and I've had a lot of up and downs with my weight throughout the years, and pandemic just killed it for me. Working from home for the past 3 years, it wasn't my highest, because obviously those crash diets, I did Weight Watchers. Y'all know Weight Watchers. I'm sure everyone in the chat have seen
We've
Weight
all done it,
Watchers.
yeah.
I've used Weight Watchers. So in Weight Watchers, I lost like 30 pounds, I would say, and then I gained like 45 pounds, because it's not sustainable at all. I don't recommend Weight Watchers to anyone personally, but to each their own, right?
Yeah, exactly. Some people love it, but I get you. Go ahead.
I was like a crazy person at the grocery store scanning every single item. That's not living. I'm sorry. At least for me,
No.
that just does not work at all. Just scanning everything and be like, how many points does this have? Oh, 0 points. This is 0 points.
It's just a way to discuss calorie counting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
So
same thing. Yeah.
no Weight Watchers for me. But yes, I up and down through 3 years with my weight. When I was like going back, like at the beginning, started from the top. I used to be very, very skinny when I was young, like growing up. And I think I was one of those children that have like that condition that doesn't want to eat anything. Like I didn't want to eat anything. I was that kid. I was skinny and picky, and I will only eat soup and chocolate milk.
Really?
Y'all believe?
So you
I
were
mean,
well hydrated.
that's protein, right? Protein and vegetables.
and well hydrated. That's some good. There's some good water in that.
I always give a hard time to my mom. I was like, you should have starved me, because she would bring me a thermos of soup to school for lunchtime, so it was nice and warm for me. And she did that like until I was like in 3rd grade. Like what? I was pretty big already in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
That's like.
Listen, my son is a mama's boy too, so it's okay.
And,
I
you know,
make
she
him
was
taco for him to take to school, so I get it.
Yeah. Yes, taco sounds good right now, actually.
Taco's good.
Sure does.
But yes, I was just really picky, eating very young, and I was really skinny, like really, really. You would think that my parents malnourished me or something, because you see my pictures so skinny. But then I don't know, like, we love your mom already. And 3rd grade, I started eating Hispanic food. Y'all know I'm Hispanic. I'm in Puerto Rico. So I started eating rice. Like that was like my first food outside of my soups. It was
Yeah.
rice. And then from there, I went crazy. I just started eating and then I became the chubby kid. Lewis has a great and infectious smile. Thank you, Susan. I'm like looking at the chat. But yes, third grade, then I started eating and then I became a chubby kid. And then not only I became a chubby kid, I was the gay kid. So, I was bullied growing up in school because I was a chubby kid and I was a gay chubby kid growing up. That's like, I had the worst of the two things, growing up, being, kids are awful. So,
Yes, they are.
So I struggle with that, with the image, growing up, you're, being bullied for your weight and things like that. So you always have that in the back of your head in a way. And then I went to high school and I got skinny without doing anything.
What? Like you just
No,
hormones change? And then that's
I
what
became
happened?
a man. Who knows?
I don't know.
So I got skinny when I went to high school. I was skinny throughout high school. And then in college, I was really skinny. But then once I hit 20s, I would say my 20s, that's when my weight started going crazy. Like once I hit like age 20, 21, I started, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. I got all the way up to like, that is my sister. She's in here. This is the doctor that I was talking to y'all about. This is my sister doctor.
She carried a thermos of soups for you all the time. That's so adorable.
God. That's the sweetest thing ever.
Turkey.
That's how I am with my son with taco. He'll only eat my taco. Yeah, but my son's on the spectrum. But like he just, I totally like I'm relating so much with your mom right now. It's so sweet. She wanted to make sure you ate. Like, gotta get it done. That's awesome.
Yes. But yes, then college, and then I started gaining weight and losing weight, and I was in that weight. But I never was obese. Technically, I was. BMI, I guess it was. But I never was, But then at one point, I went all the way up to 235. And I'm 5'5", to put it in perspective. I'm short.
Yeah.
So I was pretty heavy at one point. But then last year, my New Year's resolution was to be healthy. So that was for 2023. And, I feel like we all make this resolution, but I didn't make it in the sense of I'm going to go to the gym. I made it in a different perspective. I wanted to just be healthy overall. So that last year, that was my resolution. I grabbed my iPad and I just started writing my resolutions of everything of being healthy. So I was just like, I want to meditate. I want to go to the gym. I want to have a better relationship with my partner. I want to be a kinder person. I want to be a good neighbor. Like that's my health journey. I know we all have different journeys, and that was mine. Mine was I just overall just wanted to be a better person. That was my resolution for 2023. And
how's it going?
This year,
we're getting towards the end. How's it going?
I think it's
feel
going.
better. You seem great. I didn't know what you were like before, but I adore you. So
it's been great. Louie, do you have a better word you identify where the change in your weight started? Was there a trigger? I think my trigger was last year with my family. My sister got diagnosed with MS. And then like diabetes runs in my family as well. So that was like a moment of me noticing and trying your own clothes that doesn't fit anymore. I think that's the biggest, you feel it in, at least I felt it in my heart. It was like, I love this jeans. And like, and then you're like, and I always had thunder thighs. So like, like my thigh, that's why my username is Big Booty Louie. Because, there was a big booty Louie over here, and that's gone. You know, Mounjaro took away the booty. The booty's
Oh
gone.
no, you have Mounjaro booty?
You
We can't
can
have
still
Yeah, I
that.
do
have a-
squats. Come
Let
on
me
now.
tell you, he
I
can still
know.
shake what he's got, though. He can still shake what he's got. Go look at his
Right.
TikToks. That thing will
Do
go.
you dance on your
Come on.
TikToks?
I have one
Oh
day.
my God.
or
I
two
have like
days.
I have a wish list after this. I'm gonna go look at all of them.
Aw.
I can't wait. Love it. I miss TikTok
You go
dancers.
look
I never
like
see them anymore. All I see is like our white people.
Yes, but I think that was a trigger, Susan. I think it was just like seeing my family, you know, my
Going
parents
through health struggles.
and
Yeah.
going through their health, and it was like, hey, like I'm over 30, I need to, you know, make a change. I need
Yeah.
to, you know, take care of me and stop eating, stop little and start eating, you know, I'm very unhealthy. I was the person that will order DoorDash, Uber Eats,
Kiss Sabrina.
all the fast foods. Hey, Sabrina, welcome. All the fast foods. I was that person, like McDonald's, Big Macs, and it's not that you can't eat that because I still eat that now, but it was just the amount that I was eating. It was just unsustainable. It's really bad just eating that so much. So I decided to finally use my health insurance as well. So I went to like my PCP. You know, I started doing all the things that I've never done before at all. Like I've had great health insurance and I don't use it. Finally, I feel like my insurance is like, is this really him? Like you've had us for the past 10 years and now you're using the insurance.
All he
So
spilled is cold medicine. Now he wants a $1,300 medication every month.
You're
Is
like,
this the
what's
same
happening?
person? Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I started going to my PCP every month because at first I did the
Every
telehealth
month? Yeah.
thing. Yeah, my PCP is amazing.
I
This
love it.
woman, Egyptian, by the way.
Are you just like
I lo-
besties? Is that why you're going to see?
I see her all. I haven't
It
seen
makes
her
like it makes a
since.
difference.
Actually, I did see her in July. Did I see her in
Okay.
August?
Yeah.
I did not see her in August.
Oh, well,
Actually.
hey. Did you text
did
her
not
though?
see
Because
her.
like I feel like if Dr. Rosen lived here, I would go see him every month.
I'm gonna
He's my
see
doctor
her
bestie.
I get yes. Stop
the
in. Hey, Dr.
11th
Rose.
of September. I'm going to
Yeah.
her. So she's great. So I did the telehealth back in March, going back to like my whole story. And back in March, I did the telehealth because I wasn't sure what this is. I saw an ad and I signed up and they were like, you qualify for this. Do you want to try it? And I was like, sure. So they approved, they sent a script. They're like, hey, you're not type 2 diabetic. So many insurances do not approve Mounjaro because they asked me,
Yeah.
hey, do you wanna try Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro?
Yeah.
So I Googled it and I was like, hey, Mounjaro is like the most, like based
Yeah.
on the studies, it's the most that you lose weight with. So I definitely said Mounjaro and they're like, hey, like this are very expensive medications. Your insurance might not cover this. So they submitted this script and then they submitted a PA that got approved instantly. I'm 100% sure nobody looked at this PA.
Yeah.
I'm sure nobody did. I'm sure it was the AI or it was just, oh, the doctor sent a PA, we can approve it. So they approved it until July 31st of this year. That was the
Okay.
last day my Mounjaro journey. But that's a different story. But yes, so
No,
it
we
was
can
approved
tell the
until
story
July.
here. We can totally tell
yes,
the
I'll
story
share
here.
it. I share it. So
Okay.
yes, so my PA was approved until July 31st, and then my doctor, I told my doctor, my PCP, everything, like how this is working. I was like, I don't have food noise. I don't feel like I need to, you know, I work from home and I would just sit and just like snack the whole day. And I will get bored in front of the computer and be like, let's go see what's in the pantry or let's go see what's in the fridge. And like, you know, like, and now using Mounjaro, that is gone for me. It's not, I
Yeah.
eat to survive. I eat to like live my life and not worry about what I'm eating.
Yeah.
So
Kind of like in between the two U's, right? Like the one that kind of just really wasn't interested in food and only ate a few things. And then the you that ate all the things. And now you're kind of in the middle.
in
Yeah?
the middle.
Yeah.
Do you ever
Exactly.
feel
I
like you're
like
going to
that.
go back to
Good.
just soup and chocolate milk You ever feel
I
like you're
mean,
gonna go back?
it's not a bad decision. I'm just
Maybe
saying,
when
like,
I'm
there
old.
are significant vitamins in that
You
food.
know
that
what?
he's
I'm done. Chocolate milk's full of protein. You know,
When
you're
I'm in the
essential fat.
nursing home,
You know?
and I'm like telling the person, "Where's my chocolate milk?" Or something, I don't
And
know.
my Mounjaro. I'm taking it to hospice. That's what Tay says. That's what Tay always says. Mounjaro and I are going to hospice.
But that, yes. So now I'm in between that. Yes, at first. So I started it, and I also started. I'm sure maybe y'all have know this program that some jobs have, the Omada program.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if y'all ever heard of it. So
No.
some jobs have this program. They send you a scale, and it's a program that is made for so you don't get type 2 diabetes. It's a program made to not get there, essentially, and it's great. It has a lot of information, and you get a health coach. So that helped me through this journey a lot, because they had a lot of information of how to lose weight the healthy way, and how to change your routine. Like, don't just stop eating this, or don't just continue counting calories. Like, it was just like, this is the way of eating healthy. And it was really good. I like that. I'm still signed up to
Really?
that program. It's covered with the insurance, and it's expensive. I can see like their claim, and they were charging like $380 every month. And I'm like, these people
Good
are
Lord.
expensive, but the insurance is paying, or my job, I don't know. It's being paid. So that program with the Mounjaro, that two things just helped me to get to my maintenance, to get here. And my doctor has been wonderful. So my doctor, that's what I was going to mention with ending on July 31st, and then asking them, hey, can we submit another one? And they will decline the other one. I'm like, no, he is covered. You don't have to submit another PA. But we're like, no, he's only covered until the 31st. So it's been Express Scripts, y'all. They're,
I hear they're
so
not great.
so my doctor was like, we're not letting this happen. So I stockpile, thanks to my doctor. She was like,
I love
less than
her.
5, less
Yeah,
than
she's the
10, less
bomb,
than
yeah.
12.
Yeah.
And then my insurance covers 3 months. So she's like, 3 months of 5, 3 months of 10, 3 months of 12. Go,
Hey,
go,
listen.
go.
I am all about maximizing your benefits. I like your doctor. That's awesome.
True.
Now right now I'm about to finish my 12.5 box in maintenance. And after that, I still have the 10s, the 5s, one 7.5. And then we submitted a new PA, which I'm appealing. I sent a letter for Mounjaro to see maybe it gets approved. Who knows? But I did send a PA. And they were like, no, MJ is not he doesn't have type 2 diabetic. And we're like, a continuation of medication or whatever. Like, I call and they're like, no, we cover Wegovy. They're like, we have a different medication for this. So they went ahead and submitted a PA for Wegovy, and again, approved instantly. Like, through this, that website that doctors have, through that PA website or whatever. It was an instant approval. Like, they didn't take 2 seconds. It literally was like, approved Wegovy. And I was like, nobody looked at that. I'm 100%
that fast too. Yeah.
Like, nobody looked at it. I don't think anyone looked at it. I was just like, I think the system was like, there's a PA in there, approved.
Yeah.
He obese. Like,
he obese is fine.
I have no idea. So then my doctor already is sending Wegovy scripts, and I'm picking them up. But the difference with Wegovy, it doesn't let you pick up early a different dose. I don't know if it's my formulary or whatever changes they made.
Maybe.
Because I try to pick up 2 different doses because she sent different ones. And they were like, it's too early. So I switched pharmacies because I was like, I know this game with Mounjaro. So I was like, switch pharmacies. Let's just try it somewhere else. And same thing. It was the same
Really?
exact thing. It said too early to
Yeah.
pick it up. So I was just like, so I have to now I'm picking up exactly at like 21 days, 22 days. I don't know. Because that Wegovy says approved until like March.
So they do
it's
6
still-
months at a time?
I think
Is that
so.
what it was? Yeah, mine is
Yeah.
6 months at a time too. Yeah.
So I was like, maybe it gets denied in March, but then I'll have enough.
Yeah.
But yes,
I made
so
sure.
yeah, that's me right now. And then now with the maintenance plan, I did stop in July, telling me going
Yeah.
back. I got my heart rate really fast. It
Oh,
was
really?
really, really fast. Yes, worrisome.
gosh.
So I cut the grass. And obviously, Florida weather, it was 100 degrees outside, 110. I don't know. It was in July. And I felt like I was going to pass out cutting the grass. But I finished because I was like, I'm finishing this. So I finished. And then I came inside and it hit me. I was just like, and I just felt the palpitations. And I was just like, oh man, I was like sweating and I was like drinking water. I like threw myself so dramatic in the floor. And I was like, I don't feel good. Like, what is happening? So, whatever. So I was just like, took a shower, laid in bed. I'm fine. And then we decided for 4th of July, we decided to go to my in-laws that live in Miami. So we're going to drive. And in the car, like my watch is like, you seem to be like not doing anything. Why is your heart rate 135? And I was like,
oh my God.
I don't know. Why is 135? Like, and that just like started getting me worried. I was like, hey, there's something going on. So I went to my PCP and she did an EKG. And it came up that I was, God, I forgot the doctor term. It's not AFib, it's the other one similar to AFib.
What's the one? You're on mute, I think. Or not. No, you're not on mute, but we can't hear you.
Is your sister still in the chat, Louie? She can tell us.
Oh,
what
yeah.
It is.
I'm wondering if it's the same one Brenda had, but I can't remember what it was either.
True.
A
flutter.
Flutter.
She said flutter. There it is.
So I did get that in July.
I see
From my upper, it was like
cardio?
my supposedly. It was yes, that it was atrial flutter. That's the whole. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, atrial flutter. So they were like, "Oh, your ECG or whatever, your EKG is saying that you have atrial flutter." And my family's already known to have like faster heart rate or slower heart rate. Like we're in the both spectrums, fast heart rate or slow heart rate. So she was like, "I'm gonna refer you to the cardiologist. Stop Mounjaro." She was like, "Mounjaro, just for now, you look great." This was in July, which I had lost substantial weight. She's like, "Stop it for now, just to make sure everything is good."
Yeah.
And she did run all my labs. She did a huge panel. Like they took so much blood out of me on that appointment. She's wonderful with that. Like I've gotten so many lab works, and this time all my lab works came back normal. There was like maybe a little bit one of the cholesterol things maybe was a little like 0.1 over. It wasn't, nothing was alarming. Everything was in range. So she's like, there's nothing wrong. She did mention like hydration. So she also looked at that, something with the electrolyte something. So she looked at that and nothing, everything was good. So
True, Cherry.
moving fast forward.
I love that too.
To my cardiologist.
Oh, you have a cardiologist now at what, 30?
Oh,
How old are
yes.
you?
Right. So I went to my cardiologist and she did 2 there and she also said the same thing. Just like, there's something going on. I can see a little bit this here. Let's do a Holter monitor. So she sends me another appointment to the tech people to put the Holter monitor.
What is that? Like you just work?
It's a device. A Holter monitor is a device that they literally put on in your chest and it tracks you almost like an
Oh, wow.
Apple Watch or like a smartwatch in a way, but it calculates everything. But now they're like really modern because I did this fast heart rate years ago as well because I feel like I've had it always.
Really?
And
Oh,
before it used to be like
really?
cables.
Brenda said she
It's
had it
like-
always too to start, and it just got worse. That's why I'm curious. Interesting.
So I had it
Yeah.
before with faster heart rate, but I didn't have anything before. They
Mhm.
did the whole test with the cardiologist. So now
Yeah.
I went through the whole process again. And surprise, surprise, I have nothing.
Wow.
My
Wow.
Holter came back
And
normal.
were you down? Were you off your medicine at this time, Louie? When the
Yes.
test came back normal? Mm.
So it's normal and it did come back fast. My heart rate
Mhm.
still came back that it was fast. But the answer that I got was my anxiety. So I started, that's also
Really?
part of my journey, mental health. You know,
Samesies.
that's
Yeah.
part of this year. I've never really taken mental health seriously. I feel like it's a
They all
taboo.
connect. It all
Um,
connects.
So it's
100%.
in May, so the middle of the year, almost in May, I started going to therapy with my spouse, just like for communication, challenges to be a stronger couple, and if you have any issues with your spouse, communication, distance, something is bothering you, and you still don't know how to bring that up or you don't know how to initiate something, I recommend couples therapy 100%.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I used to be really scared at first when I started going to this, and I was like, what will people think? Oh my God, they might think like my marriage is falling apart. Or like, you know, I had that mentality and I was so shy about it. And now, just like Mounjaro, I did not want to tell anyone that I was in Mounjaro
Mhm.
at all. And I didn't know anything, you know, about Mounjaro. I didn't want to tell anyone. People will see me and I was like, oh yes, I'm losing weight. Thank you. Which is another part of all of this as well with, I don't know y'all, but I hate when people because I don't go to work often, I'm going to start going twice a week. Ugh, I'm not happy about that. But, so when people see me at work, they could see, because they don't see me often, they're like, oh, Lou, every time I see Louie, he looks different, you know?
Yeah.
Random people that are fake will now talk to me and be like, oh my God, Louis, you look fantastic. What are you doing? So I don't know. I feel like people are fake.
People
Through
are
that,
fake.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yes, I didn't want to tell anyone. And then in June, I would say, I made a video on TikTok. And it was when I lost 50 pounds, maybe 45 pounds, 50. And I was like, this is who I am. I'm using a tool that is helping me get to my weight. And I'm not ashamed of it. You know, this is helping me be a better person. This is helping me to be healthy. This has made me take a look at all my things in my life, with my marriage, with my professional life. It's literally it's crazy to say that, but this medication has opened up everything and put it in perspective for me. Hey, like, you need to be healthy. You need to think about the future. Your relationship needs to be in a good place as well. Your work. And now I'm going to start going to therapy for me because of the anxiety that now the cardiologist told me. She's like, hey, this is anxiety, because, you know, they ask you all these questions and, you know, that's how she figured it out. And she did I'm taking a heart medication, which is typically used for blood pressure, to lower your blood pressure. So she did put me on that. Just taking a little bit, 25 a day, 25 milligrams a day of metoprolol.
Metropolol.
Yeah, that. I'm taking that literally half a pill in the morning and half a pill at night. So, and my heart is perfect. So I'm still getting a second opinion just to make sure. So I'm gonna go also
Use
to a
that insurance, baby.
psychiatrist.
Get it. Get the third opinion if you want.
Even though
Let's just do another ultrasound. I like it.
the
Triple check.
Holter monitor hit my deductible for the year, which is $300. So I got a $300 bill in the mail, which is fine. It's just $300. It's okay.
Right, it's fine.
So I'm taking a second opinion because when I went to that appointment, she sent so many like referrals. She sent me to a cardiologist for the rhythm. It has a special name. Y'all, I don't know the name, but a rhythm cardiologist. And then from there, I think it's because this other reaction.
That makes such sense.
I agree.
I for sure.
She did mention that as well because she was like, "Oh, you lost so much weight, maybe." And I told her that I used to eat so bad, and like I will go to the kitchen and just eat junk food and chocolate, and she did mention that she's like, "Well, maybe you were using as a crutch, you know, you
coping mechanism."
Exactly. She's like, maybe you didn't notice because I never really paid attention to that before. So yes, I have therapy, psychiatrist, and
all goes together.
Second appointment with a different cardiologist, and I'm also going to a tech for an echocardiogram for a picture or whatever of the heart. I'm gonna do it all.
You should. That's great.
Thank you. Electrophysiologist. Thank you.
Okay.
Fancy.
So I'm continuing using my insurance.
Tonight, man.
Yes.
For
like
I'm going to continue
definitely use it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to continue using mine just a second opinion to make sure that yes, this is just anxiety.
Yeah.
That is nothing else that's causing you your heart rate faster. And then now I'm in maintenance. I've lost 75 pounds from 217. I am a little bit below my goal weight.
Oh my goodness.
Which it's a little bit of an issue because my doctor was like, no more losing weight. So I did go a little
was your doctor
bit down.
Like, it's time for chocolate milk a little bit. Let's do
Maybe you want some chocolate milk.
We need mom with the soup.
Mom, we need some
I
cheesy
got
bacon
crumble
potato soup, right?
I got crumble cookies the other day. It's so funny because I went down all the way down to 142.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm gonna eat bad. It's okay, just because I need to gain this back. So I ate crumble cookies. I ate a Baconator from Wendy's.
Ooh.
That's like what? That's pretty impressive. That's an impressive.
I ate bad. I ate something else. Oh, Panda. I had like the new half noodles, half fried rice, orange chicken, and then I gained weight that week. I went all the way back up to 146, and I was like, "It's back on." But I weighed myself today, and I'm 144. So I'm like,
water. That was probably straight water. Like
you pooped it out.
But it's okay. 144, it's fine. So yes, I'm in maintenance, and my doctor does not know anything about maintenance. She didn't know much about Mounjaro.
Who does? Who does?
I mean, we talked to Dr. Albert, who's an obesity specialist for the finale, and he was like, like we're just working it out.
So focused,
you know? Like, and I mean, and
so
he's y'all know he's like very well respected, like not just in our community, like in the community, and like he's like, we're figuring it out. You know,
well, like,
everybody's different.
I blame Eli Lilly though, because like there should be some sort of guidance at this point, and there's nothing. There's not even anything
there
for
is
type 2 diabetics.
There is one. Well, there is guidance for Wegovy. It's
for Wegovy
1.7 or 2.4, but that's it. But it's been out so much longer.
But true, Eli Lilly probably should come out and say, "Hey, this is a good dosage for."
I don't know if they know yet. I mean, they don't have approval yet.
You're right. They may.
I mean, Wegovy just came out saying it. How long have they been in market? A couple years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my doctor said. My doctor said Well, now that Mounjaro might be approved this year, we might have a better understanding
Yeah.
of maintenance. Because she said that, I'm on 12, and she's like, we're going to extend them. She's like 10 to 14 days, but she's like, whatever you
Yeah.
feel. Like, it's so like ratchet,
know.
in my opinion. It's kind of like
It
all over
is
the place. 'Cause
ratchet.
you
It's
want
tri-
your,
it's trial and
yeah, you
error.
want your
It's total
doctor.
trial and error.
You want them to give you
love
like,
it.
at least I personally do. I want them to give me very black and white. Like it's, it's a medication that I'm putting in my body,
True.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I want them to be like, you need to do this like this and this. So she's
Yeah.
like, well, we're going to do 10 to 14 days, how you feel, and then
Yeah.
go down. So from 12, 10, and then she said, just keep going down up to a point where my weight stays similar. She said like around that 145, stay at that weight. And then my insurance thing came up with Mounjaro no longer being covered, or they cover it, but not for me. So then now it's the transition to Wegovy, which I have not transitioned quite yet, just because I still have Mounjaro. So that's another thing that I don't know how that's going to work. Because yes, when you look at with Wegovy came out, it was like 1.7 or the 2.4 for maintenance, and you take it every week. You continue taking it every week. But sometimes I feel like, oh my God, if I was to take Mounjaro nonstop like that every week, the high of a dose, technically their 2.4 is their highest, or 1.6 almost their highest. I will continue losing weight. I couldn't have. I couldn't, because I'm like so strict, and I'm just like, this is what's for breakfast, this is lunch, and like, and even though I'm adding more calories to my diet, I still feel that, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't think it will be appropriate for me personally to just stay so high in Mounjaro and be in maintenance, because I will disappear. I'll be so skinny. Like my ass is gone.
You'll turn
already.
sideways, and we'll be like, "Where'd it go? Where'd it go?"
You gotta start squatting. You gotta do the butt stuff.
I do.
I think I need to do butt stuff, not because of the way it's shaped or looked. Like it still is. I got all the places in the land, but it's starting to hurt when I sit on it too long, which means like I think I got
Shut
some
the front
muscle
door.
stuff.
Or it could just
Guys,
be, you're just tired of sitting.
I'm going to share something.
We need to do some squishes.
I'm going to share something.
Squeeze our butt cheeks right now.
I know.
My hip hurts. My hips.
I need one of those.
You do.
I have no ass. It hurts.
Yeah.
Everywhere
mine's
sick, so I carry this with me now. People might think I got like people might think I have like the BB, the surgery or something, because I'm carrying around my little cushion.
BBL.
The BBL, yeah. It hurts to
He got the
sit,
BBL
yo.
$15.99 from Amazon. Oh God.
I love it.
I'm carrying this
Journey has a
everywhere
pillow
now.
that she sits on too. She does the same thing. She's like, I don't know where my boat went, but it's gone. She's like, I used to have one. Yeah. So she's got a pillow. We always tease her. I was like, you know what we need for the merch store? We need a pillow that says plus sides, and it's a nice butt pillow.
We need the
You'd
butt
buy that,
pillow.
wouldn't you? I'd buy that.
Idea. I will buy it too. That's such a good idea, because now I'm going to go to the office. I'll leave one in the office, one in my car.
Oh, he's so cute.
House of the plus sides.
These are
oh, you got it.
Oh, Beverly, but there's another one too.
Yes, for Beverly, our PR friend and bestie.
Oh my goodness.
It's very really cute. Oh, I'm so glad. Ah, it's cute.
I need to look at your shop.
Yeah, you do. I'll send you the link. Well, actually, you can go to the website. It's there. It just says, it just says shop.
Size hat.
Because that's what you're doing. Yeah, there's your hat. I need to update the logos on them though. It's on my to-do list. So, so it has like no background instead of a white background. I gotta fix that.
Mounjaro butt.
Mounjaro butt. That's what we need. Yeah.
That's my
JT
story.
got my water bottle. Sorry, it's a big crash. Breaking things over here.
I can't find my Stanley. Oy. I gotta drink this sucker. I mean, it's fine.
Oh, what a travesty! You can't find your. I don't have problem finding.
But don't mess with.
Let's talk about the Stanley for a moment.
Oh God,
Louie got way in. Like,
All right, I gotta hear. Tell me the Stanley.
Y'all don't need to be buying Stanleys.
Shut
They
it.
are like $50 for this Stanleys at like Target or whatever you buy it at.
Yeah.
But for me to join, y'all, I bought a dupe.
Off
from
Temu.
Temu.
Did
And
you?
it was
Is it
$6.
good?
And it's cool. It works exactly the same. So now I can say I had my 40 ounces. I had 2 Stanleys.
I get it. I mean, this one's 40 ounces and it's not a Stanley, but it was like $30. And it's not even
They're
like a really expensive one.
pricey.
Like it's
I
Yeah,
love
I
my
mean-
plus size one.
is that
But
30?
I
is it
love
32
Lydia's
ounces?
collection.
Listen, y'all see this, okay?
Ooh, that's cute.
Yes.
The only Temu dupe I have, I got for free from playing
Yeah.
Fishland or whatever.
From Landfish. Fishland. I don't even know much about Temu. That's like a whole
Yeah.
episode in
Yo,
itself.
don't
It's
do
like
it.
it's like
that
I
Temu
call
uses
it like
slave
the
labor.
it's like the flea market version of Amazon. So you're like
I don't
literally
need
buying
any
all the
more,
same
like,
things that are on
junk in my
Amazon. They're
house.
just like half the
So
price.
much junk.
It
Not to
has
mention all the
everything
jeans.
that
I've got
Amazon
so many
has.
jeans.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's
But
firms
just
that
the
use
Temu
slave
stuff?
labor. Let me go ahead and roll this back
What?
because I don't really know. This is just a rumor I heard from somewhere.
No, I've
random,
heard the
so
same thing.
Let me roll it back because I am not speaking of authority. I'm right here, so
No,
Okay.
no, I get
Roll it
it,
back.
but like going on there,
I'm gonna roll it back. I
have,
didn't say that. Say what? Timu? What? Who? What?
I've
Oh
seen
no!
the same.
Did you hear
exact-
about Timu? No, I didn't
You
hear
heard.
about Timu. Did you? I'm sorry, Lydia. What were you saying?
It's all right. I was just gonna say I've seen exactly the same items on Amazon and on Temu, like exactly to
Exactly
a T,
the same.
same thing,
Mhm.
same brand on the label, all
Yeah.
that. So like I don't know. There's got to be some connection there, where they're like
Yeah.
either Amazon's getting it from the same supplier that Temu is.
Maybe it's just
the Amazon
Or
just
it's
marking
just
it
that
up.
Temu is able to
damaged
sell
box.
more, right, of the
Mhm.
same thing and make more money, right? So they
Y'all
don't
know
mark it up as
that
high. That's still a
Amazon
thing.
has those
That's a
third
business model.
parties. You know,
Yeah,
those
Mhm.
third
for sure.
parties. So I
Yeah.
feel like those
Yeah.
third parties might go into Temu and buy like 100 of this
And upsell
item.
them.
Yeah.
Yes, and then go on Amazon and
You
sell them
might-
for
yeah.
more.
The T-shirt you
Ooh,
buy on Temu may fall
injection
apart
site
after 2
reaction.
washes.
Oh,
Maybe that's
God.
what it does. You know, it's
Mm.
like where you buy like off market like Beats headsets and they're really
Yeah.
crappy. It might be that case too.
Yeah.
And maybe it's
I
just not
went
a scandalous
crazy.
story as the labor that they use. That maybe it's just
Yeah.
not that
Tay
serious.
is
Don't know.
waiting for
I
MJ.
deleted
on
my Temu
I
account.
just saw that.
Temu has third parties too. Oh, okay. Oh man, I just scratched my injection site and it's
Oh man, you need to get some ice on
Janine's
it.
emotional support cups. Did you guys see my injection video yesterday? Was it yesterday?
I
I
did.
don't
Thanks
know
for doing
what
them.
day. Okay, I sent it to you.
Hey.
I don't know what I do anymore. Like last night, I was dancing
got
until 2 o'clock in the morning, and my whole 46-year-old body feels it.
You were dancing? Where'd you go dancing?
To Love Sexy, the Prince party that they do every
Oh,
year here in
that's
Atlanta.
right. I remember you telling us about that when we were recording. Yes. The Prince
my
party.
My hips hurt. That's why I'm drinking coffee. I fell asleep
Yeah.
today. I lost 3 hours on the couch.
Oh boy.
You old lady.
My husband comes and he's like, "Hey, you want
I
to do
love my
something
Simply
today?"
Modern. What's
No.
Simply Modern?
I don't know
Simply
what's
Modern,
Simply
another
Modern
cup.
is.
Is it like
Is it a
cup
water
like
bottle?
this? Yeah.
It's another cup like a Stanley. They just look a little different. They have like a different lid, different handle.
I
gotta
so
tell you,
much-
that's what I'm here for. I like the lid. It's so, and also it's really easy to clean, you know?
Mhm.
And
The
I
lid
just-
to your plus size
what I like.
water bottle is extremely
Eh.
easy to clean. Let me go ahead and say,
telling you this is easier to clean. I
put
used to
this
make
in
that
your
same.
dishwasher.
This is easy.
Is a dishwasher safe?
It is for
The
me.
Stanley, I don't wash it. I just hand
It
wash
is
it.
for me.
Plus, like I paid way more than like the norm for it because everybody forgot Mother's Day, and I decided I was going to buy Mother's Day for myself. We had like a lot of sickness in my family, so like everybody forgot, you know. And so I bought myself the nice one, like the one with the tie dye, and I can't find it, which is a travesty. This is like why I don't buy nice sunglasses, you know. So just lose
There's no
them.
point.
I
I only
don't
get
buy nice
scripts.
sunglasses.
I get prescription
Well,
sunglasses.
you just let me
or
know
cheap
what color you need, Kim, and I will hook
Okay.
you up. Louie
Well,
knows
it's okay
I got the
because we
hookup.
do have a partner within our community we're going to be doing affiliate marketing for who has created Stanleys that look like Mounjaro shots.
I can't wait.
Okay, I might be interested.
And we have a coupon code, and we will have that soon. And you can go and order it with the coupon code for the plus size, and it supports the plus size as well as someone in our community that made them. We are very excited. We should get them next week.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Coupon
I need
codes.
it for
Yes.
Nashville. Like I'm gonna be.
We'll
trotting
definitely
down
have it
the
by
streets
Nashville. We're gonna be like,
with that
bam,
thing for.
Mounjaro girls are here.
I'll do both. I'll do both.
Yeah, you'll
I'll
have
be
both.
double-
Be like, plus size.
2
You be
cups.
double fist in the water. That's how we'd be like
You
working
have
out
to.
that weekend. Yes.
This is full of liquid IV. I think it's my third one because
Yeah.
I had a
Ooh.
Oh my
a
gosh.
Tito's and soda last night, and
Third
it just
one?
hurt me.
Girl.
Man, listen,
Lydia,
staying
That's
out all
a lot
night
of
and
salt
dancing
and
all
sugar.
night.
3 liquid IVs.
Sugar free. Okay,
Yeah.
and the second one. Let me just not exaggerate. It's the second one. I had one this morning, and then this. Yeah,
I have one
no,
a
I
day.
get sugar free ones.
Yeah, I have one.
She
She's
And
said
I,
liquid
Louie,
IV.
you know you're interested. Yes.
I
They're
actually
very
have
cute. I
started-
cannot wait to show everybody.
I've started splitting my liquid IV in half. So I'll do half in the morning, and then my second cup, it'll be the other half. So I'll still just have the one
stand
packet.
liquid IV. It tastes like
I get
salt.
sugar free
Really?
grape flavor. I love it.
Have
Maybe
you
get
tried
some
the white
sugar free
peach?
Pedialyte.
No.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Pedialyte might be a good one for you. A good move.
No,
think I've
here's the
had
thing.
that
I
one
need the
too.
calories. I just drink myself a Gatorade. It's fine. Like
Let's
I
do
drink
the
30
Gatorade's
ounces
good
of
They all
water
work the same.
and a
They all work the
Gatorade.
same. Yeah, a Gatorade, a Pedialyte,
Yeah.
what I it's all the
Yeah,
same.
for sure. I'm like,
It's
it's okay. Like, if
cheaper.
there's a little sugar in it. It's all I drink other than water. I could use the calories. I often miss my calorie goals. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a Gatorade. It's fine.
Never this one.
I've
No.
been loose. I used to be losing, not making my calories before
Yeah.
meeting y'all in this community because I
Yeah.
was all alone until I posted that video and then found all of you. Yes, like I used to get nauseous so bad and I never knew why. And it was like, oh, you should
Yeah.
do
You need
electrolytes.
to eat.
You should
Yeah.
pre-game with that protein thing before. And I was like,
Free game.
why
Yeah.
didn't I find y'all before? I was
No, I'm telling
dying at
you.
the beginning.
Same. I
Oh.
didn't know either. It's like, what's happening? I don't know what's going on. Like, it wasn't as if we're like, actually, you know, if you're nauseous, it's probably because you haven't eaten. And I was like, you know,
That's
or you're
me.
not
I
losing
bet
weight anymore
before.
because you're not eating. Like all those different
That-
things. Like I thought, oh, you eat 1,000 calories a day, you exercise 6 days a week. That must equal healthy because that's what diet culture has told me my entire life.
Not
Yeah.
And if
healthy,
you can't
though.
that way, then you're fat and lazy. Right. So
Mhm.
that's what I thought I was supposed to do. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You have to eat to lose weight.
I was
No
not
doubt.
healthy in
Yeah.
that May. I think May I started 10 or 7 to 10.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. My doctor didn't know anything. So she just, you're losing, it doesn't matter. Next
Yeah.
dose, 5, next month, 7, next month, 10. Until I found y'all, you're like, you don't need to go up. So I was like, hey, like, what? I already was on 12
Dude, oh my
by
gosh.
that
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
it was like, oh my God, I should have stayed longer. But on 10 or 7, it was when
Yeah.
it was so suppressed at that time.
Yeah.
And I wasn't counting my calories or anything. That in 1 month, y'all, this is so bad. I lost like 17 pounds, 16.
Oh wow.
It was so bad. You met
just
me
weren't
right
eating
after
enough.
that. And I
Yeah.
remember
It was
you
so
telling me
bad.
that Louie put it in my chat on TikTok Live. And I was like, what? Like
I
at
think
first I was
I
like,
lost
oh,
so
congratulations
much.
on the weight loss. And then I went, wait,
In a
in a
month?
month? Wait,
Yeah, that's a
no,
lot.
wait, what are we doing here?
Yeah. What's happening?
And it was just
What's going on?
my calories. I wasn't counting them
Yeah.
correctly. And I was just like, I won't lie, like at that middle of Mounjaro
Yeah.
for me, I was just so like all over the place with what I needed to eat, not eat. And I will wake up and like eat one meal. And it was like, no, you have to eat. Like I was just one meal a day. And like my husband will come home and he's like, there's no dishes. What did you eat today? And I was like, actually, I don't think I've eaten today. Like,
You were like, I'm
what?
fasting.
So please eat,
Yeah.
everyone in this. Don't
Please
be
eat.
me.
So
Don't
important.
be doing crazy things like that because
Absolutely.
that's not good for your health. And then you'll get Mounjaro, but like I did. So eat. Make sure y'all eat.
Yeah.
Eat something.
We love you too, Pretty Hate Machine. Who I always
We
call
do.
Corey, who says he's not Corey.
He said, by the way, my
Talk
name
about
is.
your Oh, yes, Andy, thank you.
Oh,
Non-scale victories, so many. The big one For me, that I mentioned before in my life, it was a big one that I noticed recently. I use a lot Snapchat to just my close friends send stupid videos. You know, I still
Yeah.
think that I'm 15
Same.
and whatever,
I see
right?
you. I see you.
And I used to make videos, and you know, on Snapchat, it gives you like memories and stuff, and it would
Yeah.
show you your videos and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed?
What?
You could hear my breathing before when I was
Oh.
overweight, when I was obese. You could hear my,
Yeah.
and I would be talking, and you hear my, how's everyone? Hey guys. And like, I didn't think I was tired or anything, but it was just,
Yeah.
and now I was looking at my recent videos, and you don't hear that anymore. I was just like,
Yeah.
that's a no-scale victory. I was just
Interesting.
like,
Yeah, that's
like
such a good
my
one.
breathing, it's better. And my husband actually recently said that I did not snore before, but that my breathing used to be like higher when
Loud.
I would sleep. Yeah. And he's like, you don't hear yourself at all. Sometimes it's like
Aw.
I look over to see if you're there.
You're
Because
like,
he does
are you
like,
alive?
yeah, like now
Well, because you
I
like get used to the noises that your spouse makes, and then when they're not making
Yeah,
them,
for
you're
sure.
going, "Wait, what's
Wait a
happening?"
minute.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So now that's
So
a
true.
big no skill victory that I have. It's like, oh
Yeah.
my God. Drop those snap details. I'll send it to you privately.
Love it.
But that's
Love it.
my most recent one that I noticed. It was my breathing and little things like with my glasses, not like tight putting them on. Just bracelets, your ring finger, my Apple Watch. I used to wear my Apple Watch. I'm gonna share it. Where I can't see here with the lighting. I'm like in shock by this, y'all, because they got so thin. This is where I used to wear my Apple
no.
Watch.
Oh my goodness. What a big
And
difference. I didn't even used to be able to
Wow.
wear bracelets or anything because my wrist was so thick.
I'm
So
not
I
wearing
totally
my
understand. Yeah.
ring. My wedding ring, I'm size 11, and now I'm size 8. So even though I
goodness.
purchased
Wow.
a little thing,
Yeah.
so it fit me, it's still too big, even with the plastic thing. So I have
Yeah.
to like go to a jewelry so they can
Yeah.
like make it smaller because it's
Yeah, for
so
sure.
big. So
Yeah, like
that's like
I
another.
totally understand. Yeah, the thing with the ring, it's crazy. Because like this is gonna sound stupid. I was gonna say it. All right. I think my husband's very handsome, and he also thinks I'm quite hot to trot. And I think he's a little bit worried because I'm walking around without a ring. And honestly, I didn't used to worry, but I'm a little worried now. And it's not because he wasn't always lovely. He always was. He's always very
Aw.
handsome. But like, you know, like I'm like, we need to put something on. I don't know why that
Buy
bothers
something
me.
from
It's weird.
Amazon for now.
Something, right? Like because I keep losing and I still have so much to lose. And I don't want to like take all the gold out my ring. You know, I'd rather
Louie,
take
that
it
can
out
be
and
her
do something
first
with it.
Temu purchase.
You know?
Get
She
me
can
some
purchase
cute
Temu
ones.
first.
I bought.
Is my arm? Look at that.
It is.
Oh, it's really
I
red.
see red.
I have one
Mhm.
too. I have a bruise on my
It's
on
not
my
a
arm.
bruise. It's a site
It's red.
reaction.
Mine's a bruise.
Yeah.
I still pushed
Mine's
it hard.
see
itchy
it?
today, but it's not
Look at
red.
Look at that.
I had a
Oh,
side
God.
reaction recently. We talk about that, which I've never had side reactions, and now that
Yeah.
I got in my maintenance,
Yeah.
somehow I'm getting, and I've been just doing my thighs because
Yeah.
I follow y'all's tips. Do your arms, your belly, change it around.
No, don't do your
No.
belly. You ain't gonna hear me tell you to do your belly.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
try to
no.
change everything.
No.
I got pretty sick with the
Change
belly too.
everything.
Yeah.
I don't get sick
Thighs.
with the belly.
Yeah.
The belly, both, it was similar reactions for
Yeah.
me for here and my belly. Bloating. It was like,
Oh.
I felt like I ate a cow. It was like, it was so heavy. I did not like it.
Yeah.
I was like, how do people do their belly and up here? But even,
I think it's based on the medicine. I was totally
Yeah.
fine with Wegovy. And Ozempic, like no problem. And also with because I did Saxenda Victoza, same thing, nothing, no problem in the stomach. But when I did Mounjaro, it was like No.
Oh my God.
Nope.
Mhm.
So I've been like Team Arm ever since, but since I went to 12.5, I'm getting site reactions. Like I got one last week
Oh,
over
I'm on
here. And then when I
12.5
went,
too.
it was just like stretching or something. I saw I had a bruise over here. So apparently I had one the week before with the 12.5 and I didn't even know. Like, but now it's itching. I'm like, should I take
Wait,
a
could it been
Benadryl?
something with the lot?
I don't know.
Look, another person said that they also just got a reaction today.
Yeah.
And I just had a reaction on 12.5 that I've never
I
had.
wonder.
It's so
I
weird.
wonder.
I get bruises, but I think because I am heavy-handed, and I think I pushed too hard. Like,
Do you
I
like
haven't
grind
opened-
in really hard?
I haven't
I do
opened
that.
my new
Same.
like I just ordered all my 12.5s for the 3 months because like I think I'm pretty stable now. And I haven't opened that box yet. I was using one of my old ones because waste not, want not. And I'm wondering, I don't know. I mean, other people have problems too. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. I'm sure it's
One thing I'm gonna say,
Everything's fine.
in my opinion,
yeah.
Mounjaro pen is superior than
Same belly.
Wegovy pen.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my opinion, because
Then
I
Wegovy pen.
I haven't used it
yes.
yet, but just looking at the Wegovy
Yes.
pen that I opened the box and I was like, let's look at it. And I was like,
no, it's not
what
cute.
is this pen?
It's Spring Assist, basically. I mean, it's sort of the same kind of thing, right?
It's like an EpiPen.
Yeah, but I will say I like the Ozempic pen the best because you can, like, you may be a person that 0.25 is just too much for you, but 0.2 is perfect. Like, 0.20. And so it's like you can titrate that with your doctor's care. They can be like, yeah, let's just do a little bit less for you. But like with the other ones, no, like you get what you get. You can't throw a fit. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, but with Ozempic, it's different. I think that's why they changed it though, because technically you can get more value out of the medication and go longer without having to refill it, right? Which means less revenue. You know what I mean? I think that's why they're like, oh, let's make a fancy one pinner,
And it was.
And now here we go. Now we know
themselves in
that
the foot with that
Eli
fancy
Lilly's
pen.
like, let's get the multi-dose pen. I bet they won't let us titrate. I bet it's like you set, and that's it. Because they're like, oh, people can get a 2 milligram pen. Like you think about it for Ozempic, and think about how long that can last you if you're on 0.25. You know what I mean? I don't math well, but you know what I'm saying? A while. Just for more money. So I think that's why. I'm surprised they haven't changed it completely yet. Yeah, it's all about
America.
money. Yeah,
Healthcare is
America.
money.
You have your
America.
speculation this evening? Are you doing speculation?
Well, you're right. I guess I should speculate, but I don't really think I have anything specific other than that.
Yeah. Okay, then
I could I'll just like backtrack and play my bumper.
That's cute though.
That was gonna be my segment because I'm like, what do I have? I don't know. I just run my mouth about stuff I don't really know. I do think they're gonna. What do you guys think they're gonna do with when they come to market with the obesity version in Q4? Like, I would say my speculation brain goes, they're going to use either the multi-pen or the vials. I'm thinking the vials as a temporary solution and offer a coupon. And they'll offer a coupon that'll make it sound like they're saving the day. It'll be like $200, and that's because their margins are so sick, right? On using vials, because it's basically like compounds, right? And compound margins are awesome. That's why you can find it so cheap some places, so I think that's what they'll do. And I think they'll come to market and they'll say this is like the temporary solution. They'll launch the new brand of Mounjaro. There's no way on this planet they're not going to launch another brand. They extend their patent for another year, so they're going to do it because too much money to be left on the table. Then they extend it. And then when they do, this is all me speculating, y'all, you know me. And then I think when they do, after it comes to market, then they'll have another coupon and it ain't gonna be no $25, but it'll be a significantly less, whether it's like 200 to 500, something like that, to rival the price of compound. Because if you think about it, if they come to market with the vial solution and it rivals the price of compound, say it's like what we have for this e-voucher now, but you can get brand, and you're paying $200 for it, you're for sure going to go with if you can find it, to get brand. For the most part, you're going to go with the brand because it's FDA approved, and you know that not all compound is safe. So people are gonna be like, and then they've completely taken out the competition with compound, which is in the market and vast, right? And without having to do any kind of legalities. It's really brilliant. So I think that's what they're going to do.
I think some people have said,
but it won't be forever though. The vial will be a temporary solution
just
until they get multi-dose pen. Yeah. It's really just a stopgap until they launch the new brand. and then they'll have all new things just over again. That's what I think. I don't think we'll ever see a $25 coupon again. Although I did hear, y'all, that there was originally either when Wegovy or Ozempic launched. I think it was Wegovy. There was a $25 coupon. Did y'all know that? So
I knew that there was a
Wegovy
Wegovy coupon, but I didn't know what it
I
Yeah,
like
was.
the
it went away
Wegovy coupon. It's
fast.
0.
It went
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say,
coupon that was there, the $25 one.
And I'll tell you, I wonder if
It
there's gonna be some
it
insurance.
was like
changes.
sold out, like it was super fast. They had to stop the coupon. They had to stop it almost immediately.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I heard. You know, I don't know nothing. People just tell me stuff. Anyway,
Speculating.
that is what we call speculating.
Speculating her face off. That's what we call
Speculating my face off. We need like some sort of music involved in there. Like there needs to be a ding or something.
It's on my list.
I know you're a busy girl.
I
You
have a
8
list.
million
I have
things to
like
do.
pages. I have pages
Yeah.
of lists, guys.
I'm super curious about why your mic looks like you want to cuddle with it, because I would want to cuddle with that
I
mic.
wanna
Is it
cuddle with
soft?
the
because I
microphone.
love it. It is
Y'all
very.
back-
It's like a little
You
kitty.
both have those bougie mics. I
Bougie
see.
I
mics.
know. I need a. I'm gonna
Mine's
get
just your
myself a
regular mic.
bougie
I've got a mic for you, Kat. You left
I
the
know. I left
damn
it at
shower.
the thing, baby.
Yes.
Listen,
I
you
got
guys
a boom
live.
arm and everything.
You guys live 2 hours away from my house,
It
and
is
it was
not
storming.
2 hours. You were in
It's a
Mayretta. We could
whole
meet halfway.
hour. It's a
whole
whole hour
Oh my gosh, you're such
to
a
Lake
whiner.
Lanier,
I'm not in Lake Lanier.
to Buford.
I'm
That's
that's
where
like
I
the
went.
other side. I'm not in Buford. I'm in Cumming.
Thank you.
I'm in Cumming. I can meet you in
Well, in the
Alfred.
Atlanta Metro, we whine like no one's
We
business
do.
because all we do is drive. We
We do.
freaking drive everywhere.
All the time.
And
Yes.
a half an hour drive is
Louie does
awesome.
have great style. Yes.
So
Okay.
anyway,
So before we go on further, we've got some tea, a little bit of tea that Lydia's gonna spill a little for us to help us while JT's taking a break. Some tea for JT, you know? So tell us what you got. Tell us what you got. I don't have a bumper for you. I need to have like substitute teacher.
That's funny.
I did that on accident.
that's excellent.
Substitute teacher. I love it. We're gonna do it.
All right.
All right.
So
Tell us the tea.
I got the word today from a very special friend that CVS Caremark has officially changed their formulary on some plans, and Mounjaro is covered at a very, very low cost and very low copay. Of course, it's very plan specific. Obviously, some plans still are not going to cover it. Some plans it's still going to be very high tier. But obviously, in sort of me doing my research and looking at it, it looks like they moved the tier down. So where it was covered before, they just weren't covering as much of it. Now they're covering a lot more of the medication, and the patients are able to get it just at they're at what their normal copay is. So that's a big change. Like, because before, CVS Caremark was one of the PBMs that were like so against using these medications for off-label indication. They were even, some type 2 diabetics have even had trouble getting it filled through their insurance. So I think it's a big change. And CVS Caremark is a huge PBM. So I'm really hoping that like maybe some of the other PBMs out here like Optum and will kind of start taking note that, it's needed, like figure it out, because it's
like
here,
if they just look at the data.
I agree.
It's like
yeah.
That's what blows my mind with all these people is like they're so short-sighted. Like we need to revamp this shit. Like you guys, they're not going to continue to keep surviving if doctors are like, you know what, we're just not going to take insurance anymore and people can pay a concierge fee. Like they're changing the game because they're sick of the insurance shit. So like if they want to survive, they're going to figure out something here because this game is like not working anymore. My sister lives in Cumming. Nuh-uh, Sabrina. Oh, that's fun. Fun fact. Cumming's great. I like it.
So
it's a little pasty, but it's good.
Way up the wineries.
Thank you, Star.
Oh yeah, there's Star.
Go ahead, Lydia. What else you got?
No, I was just gonna say that I hope that other PBMs just sit up and take notice, and instead of evaluating how they can save money on covering these medications, like evaluate what money they're spending on, weight loss surgeries and heart surgery and care for other illnesses that are caused from obesity and type 2 diabetes is like so rampant. Like so many people have type 2 diabetes these days, whereas 10 or 15 years ago, it wasn't as nearly as big a problem as it is now for most people. I don't know. I just wish that they'd look at the look at the other side of it instead of looking at
Yeah.
like, okay, what is our cost right now? Look at the long game a little bit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Weight loss surgery is
you make
expensive.
such a good
Heart
point.
surgery is
It's
expensive.
It
and
is.
also there's a
Yeah.
mortality rate, right? Like that's what and it's not that they're forgetting, it's that they're short-sighted. Like
Mhm.
That
I
medication's not cheap either, you know, like
no.
it's just
Yeah.
going to be more insurance, more medications for your insurance to cover if you don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
cover this.
Well, and
Yeah.
like I'm not under any disillusion that like they're sitting back going, we need to care great for our, our patients and our
No.
customers that are, because they're not
No.
thinking about that. They're just thinking about their
Never.
wallet. So like
Yep.
I feel like in a way
How they make
at
more
some
money.
point somebody needs to like appeal to their wallet and go, okay, let's take patient X. Patient X has type 2 diabetes, he has heart disease, he has cardiac
Yes.
malfunction, he has this, he has that, and evaluate how much money they're spending on all those diseases. When
Yeah.
hey, we can just get him this one medication, and in 6 months we're not going to be paying for all those things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
anyway,
I really do suspect, like from a marketing perspective, that is exactly what Eli Lilly is going in and doing. They're showing
100%. That's why
projections.
they're doing all
Yeah.
these studies
Yeah.
to study all
That's
these
why they're
outside
doing
cases.
studies.
Yeah.
They've got projections. They'll be able to see what people are they'll ask like,
Mhm.
hey, we're going to do an assessment. Like, what are you spending out and what are you spending the most out on? Okay. And they can do all that data exists. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I'm getting, I really think that's what the case is. The issue is, and this is what I'm hoping they're starting to at least, I'm sure they all realize it, but I'm hoping they're trying to fix it. Right. Like, but the thing is there have been it's cyclical. It is a vicious cycle that what they've done is they think that every 3 years on average, you're moving on to a different plan. And they're like, no skin off my nose. That's something I have to worry about. Right.
Yeah.
But then when I come in and but if I come in and I'm pre-diabetic and then in 3 years I have a new insurance plan and they kick me down the road, guess what? I'm walking in the door with that new company as a diabetic. Right. And guess what? There's a bunch of people behind me. And all they've done is they kept kicking the can. And before you know it, everybody is getting type 2. You know, and it's 40% of America is obese. And what is it? It's like the 40% is type 2 too, right? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a big problem. And they're the ones that have caused it because there have been medications to treat this disease. I mean, Victoza
20
was
years.
2012 just in injection wise, like 2012, you know, like I wish I had known about it then. Like if I think about
Agreed.
the things that I wish I had known about Victoza, I would have started then. I really would have. And then maybe I wouldn't have been this way. Ooh, I've got controversial topic. That's what we should do. I should have that subject too. All right. Controversial topic.
I love
This week.
controversial topics.
I know. I believe that. So this week, and last week too, I have really been trying to get Dolores, who is a housewife on New Jersey, I think, to come on our show because she's talked about struggling with weight with menopause and other things in the past. I think thyroid issues and things like that.
The thyroid issue, yeah.
She started on Ozempic and then most recently, I think she started on Ozempic. I'm making assumptions, and now she's on Mounjaro. Nobody lets her talk about it, and I want her to come on the show. And some people are upset about that. Because they're like, why are you doing this? Like, this is, we need to talk about it. Like, it's a community-driven podcast. Everybody's opinion matters to an extent. And, we try to consider all that. But the thing is, if you think about it, guys, if we're all trying to avoid type 2 diabetes, the ones that are in this room right now, right? If that's what we're trying, why is somebody not able to avoid or not able to take this medication proactively when they're considered having, even if it's 15 pounds for somebody, that can be the thing. Like last week with Susan, remember? She was like, hey, like I was on the diet train ever since I was a teenager. And I really only had about 15 pounds. But then when her mom passed and all the stress hit, then it was 70, like that, and that was the change. And that was kicking it into the obesity. So why can't we be on a medication if clearly we're struggling for any of these number of diseases or disorders to avoid getting to those? It's preventative medicine, right? So it's totally different. So I think we should give people like that an opportunity to speak because I think it's part of the conversation. And if we're only in a room with people that look just like us, right? Then what are we doing? There's no change that's going to happen from that. There has to be a certain level of diversity and patience for us to be like, you know what, if the way forward is proactive care, and if proactive care is the way to more accessibility and affordability, then let's just fucking talk to people. Like and if they're, I don't care. I don't care if they are skinny now. I don't care if they were skinny and wanting to be skinnier. There's a reason for that. Why did they feel they needed to lose the weight, and why were they gaining weight to begin with?
Well, and the other thing
Right?
that people
You
don't take
can't
into
see food
account too
noise.
is that you can't see food noise. That's exactly
You
what I was
can't
getting
see
ready to
food
say.
noise.
So
Yeah.
she might have only had 15 pounds that she kept playing back and forth
Yeah.
with, but she might have been white knuckling it to stay
For
in that
sure.
range because the food noise was so insane.
Yes.
And
You
if
know,
we're
and-
like able to sort of rewind it, right, and make ourselves
Yeah.
better, why isn't she able to be on it to just stay
Exactly.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just like, and look, I don't know if she'll come on the show or not. I don't know. But I mean, I just feel like we
Yes,
need to,
that'd be
if we
amazing.
could, we'll try.
Maybe.
I'm trying everything. I'm pulling out all the stops. But I even if I would love it for it to be her, because I feel like she really talks
I
about
do.
having no shame. And
Yeah.
I love that she's come forward and said that. It's not just I'm taking it. And like the one clip that she has where she's like, I didn't want to go to the reunion and be the biggest one. And somebody was like, well, that's bad. It's vanity. And I'm like, no, it's not. We've all thought that. And that's just our culture, right? Like it's,
Yeah.
we don't want to be the biggest one in the room. It doesn't matter
It's
how
monkey
big we
weekend.
actually are. Nobody wants to be the biggest one, you know? And I hate that. And I wish it wasn't that way, but that doesn't mean that that person's more vain just because of that statement, you know? Because I've thought it, and what, I'm better and I'm more, you know, noble because I'm obese. No, like it's a thought we all have, especially I think as women, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my rant for the day. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to let some skinny people come on the plus sides, and I'm okay with it.
But see, like
I'm
if you look,
skinny.
see, like I watch
You are now skinny. And you're on the plus size, you see? Aren't I just wonderful?
I'm
Louie, I
skinny.
just
Oh my
let
God,
your
I
little
love it.
skinny booty on here. Booty. I love it. Go ahead,
Skinny
Kat. We were
booty
being
lady.
silly. What'd you get to say? Sorry.
Oh, I wasn't saying. I was repeating what Louie was saying. I'm skinny.
Skinny. Yes. Awesome.
That's
Well,
fantastic.
we're getting down to the end, y'all. We've been at this for an hour and 18 minutes now. Let's see if we can go to the community and get some questions answered.
I-
Anybody catch anything
I
that we
do
missed?
understand that Melissa. She says like I'm the biggest sister, and it sucks. You know what?
Yeah.
I started to
I'm
not
the biggest
care.
sister too.
I'm the middle child, and
Yeah.
you know I talk about this all the time. I'm the forgotten child. I'm the third of 5 kids. Can I have
Cat.
a shoe? Can I have a shoe?
Why you want a shoe?
What being a middle child. Can I have something? Can I have you don't okay if you came from a big family, it was every man for himself.
I'm the biggest and the oldest. So I don't know.
You're the
So,
boss.
treats.
Damn straight.
That's probably where I know a lot of eating disorders came from a lot of treats.
Yeah.
We had to fight like for candies and treats and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
But can someone give me a shoe or a pair of shoes?
I have a whole
I get a
wall. Which
shirt?
pair? What
Right?
pair would you like? Which
So
pair
what
would
I'm
you
saying
like,
is,
Kat?
right, as growing up, and then I was the chubby kid, so like I couldn't wear my sister's hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
I screwed their budget all the way up.
Yeah.
Told me it. But anyway, what we were saying about so being the biggest sister now, I don't care. I'm the biggest sister. Oh, all right. Doesn't
I've
mean
always been the
it is
biggest
what it
sister.
is.
So I don't
Yeah.
have any full siblings. My parents, my mom and my dad only had me together, but they had
Yeah.
children. So
Yeah.
I won't get into all that. Anyway, my dad had 2 daughters in a previous marriage, and then my mother had a son after me. But I always have been the bigger sister. I've always been taller. I've always been chestier. I've always been thicker, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know, like they never really treated me any different, but like you feel
Mm-mm.
different. Like nobody really
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
to treat you different for you to feel that way. You can see you're
Yeah.
different, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, Kat's
Eventually
talked
you
about
just get
that
to the
before
point where you don't
too.
care.
Yeah, like Kat's talked about like in her family how her mom would be like, "Look, here's time for a treat," but she'd be like, "No, like Kat can't have that," you know? And
Yeah.
Oh boy.
and just sort of that like othering in the family. I think
Mhm.
you know, like I kind of remember my mom not doing that out loud, but she would come to me and be like, "You don't want that. You don't need that." You know? And that sort of sucked, you know. But I mean, I think
Yeah.
she meant well. I have a lot of grace for my mom, I think, because she's so different now, you know?
Mhm.
If she hadn't changed, that would be a different story.
Yeah.
That would be a very
Yeah.
third
Babe.
story.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
PMAC was saying like if people are upset, about like for example bringing on Dolores, like if we were able to, that doesn't make sense because like it just none of that makes sense if it's the off-label use for clearly something with weight, and the weight has to do with health. The weight
Yeah.
has to do with health.
You know what?
And Dr.
Everything
Toomer says all the
cycles
time,
back.
she's like, yeah, Dr. Toomer says, if you take these medications and they work for you, something was wrong. And that's why
Mhm.
some people
Yeah.
that take them do not respond, Because
nothing's wrong.
Because nothing's wrong with that particular thing. Like their body apparently is processing insulin efficiently. It's just they need a different thing, like whatever that different thing is. But this isn't for them because that function isn't broken,
Yeah.
Anyway,
I always
Sometimes we get
preach-
into
I
our,
always-
our little. Go ahead.
That's okay. Go ahead, Kat. I won't forget. You're good. I love it.
Sometimes we get
I
into
won't
our
forget.
little vacuums or our little like bubbles.
Yeah.
And speaking of siblings, I just thought of this as well. My younger sister, both my sisters are by my perspective slender. So my sister told me last year, she's like, I struggle with binging. I have binging. I have food noise. I have those problems as well. And you're so busy in your BS and you're so in your feelings that you
Yeah.
don't look outside. Like you said, you can't see the food noise. My sister
Yeah.
tried Topamax. Her doctor gave that to her, and she had a
Yeah.
terrible reaction. But
Yeah.
sometimes we gotta check our bias. I just,
Oh, yeah.
I've known my sister all my life, and she struggles with the same thing I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like you don't, and we also know a lot of this is genetic, right? Like we just talked to Dr. Albert about that, and that legitimately there's like several different kinds of obesity. and
Yeah, that was
genetically
fascinating.
that
Yeah.
was fascinating. Yeah, that's going to be on our season finale. So I'll be sure that'll be next week. That'll be a good one. I hope. And then of course our season premiere. Should we spill the tea? Should we spill the tea about who's on the season premiere? I kind of want to because it's like the most loyal people come to our lives.
That's true.
Sister, baby, brother.
And it's not
My
like we're not going to
sisters.
market the shit out of it very soon.
Right.
We're excited.
Let's just preface by saying the podcast delivered. It's gonna be
Yes.
so good.
I feel very, very, very positive
Excited.
that the person that should deliver this very special tea is Kat.
What did I do?
Who's on the season premiere, Kat? Who's on the season premiere of the podcast?
The season premiere. Well, can I?
Season 2. Tell me. You could tell us. Who is it?
Can I? New York.
You could do it.
I can't really
It's been
say it?
recorded, babe. It's in the box. Let's do it. Tell people who it is.
Wait a minute. Are you talking
Spill
about
it.
who we're talking or interviewing tomorrow?
Season 2, episode 1 is
our New York Endo, right?
no,
Oh my
babe.
God.
No,
I
it's
figured.
Oh my God,
I know that's
I
what I'm saying.
hydrated.
Listen, I need to be hydrated.
You have
Drink
a
more
very
liquid
special
IV.
friend. You have a very.
That's
you
why I
need
was
to
so
drink,
confused.
Kat.
You know why? Because
Dr. Contessa is our
Dr.
guest.
Contessa.
Dr. Contessa from Married to
It's
Medicine
been
on
the
Bravo
week
is
from
episode 1
Tina,
of season 2.
There was the
of
ball.
The, podcast.
The ball was right there, and Kat
And
just went,
I went like this.
I'm
She's
done.
like, what's happening?
We got Dr.
You did
Contessa.
so well, Kat. You hung for an hour and 24 minutes until I knew you were hungover AF.
I am so obsessed
great.
with this, what we're doing tomorrow. I'm so obsessed with it. So just,
I know.
and when you said season premiere, I was like, wait a minute, you're talking about.
Wait,
Never
was
mind.
all running together? Well, it is. I mean, we've recorded doubles up because we're trying to get to where we can, take a holiday break because we record constantly.
When you said like you did, I was like, I didn't get anyway.
You did. I thought you should spill the
did.
tea.
I spilled the tea. I got.
She spilled more tea than you intended, but here we are.
Not really.
Dr. Contessa from Married to Medicine on Bravo. Exactly. Yes. And she's wonderful. And she's so smart. And we do talk about like, why can't people, help with like preventative medicine? Like, why can't people who are like Dolores, or someone that's going through menopause or thyroid issues or hormonal changes or that has food noise and only has 10 pounds to lose? Why the hell not?
Right.
And so I think that we need to all have that conversation. So we talk
You
about
do
it.
say-
Oh, a cat is
Well,
having.
dancing until 2:00 in the morning, my hips hurt.
Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with you?
God.
But the reason we got Dr. Contessa is because Kat's bestie is in PR and knows her and does PR for her, right, Kat?
Mhm.
Yes. See?
She's her doctor.
Connection. So
Okay,
it is
yeah.
Kat's win.
Networking.
She's her doctor.
Networking.
Yay,
Work it.
golf
Work
clap.
it. That's right. Golf clap. Only because we have mics and it'd be weird. Applause, applause. Oh, there you go. Exactly. So now you guys all have the tea. Nobody else knows. So
That's
all of the
awesome.
live people here, you get the tea.
Live when you watch the recorded live tomorrow.
Well, yeah, that's true. And we actually get quite a lot of people that come and watch it. So hello,
you'll see,
everybody.
I
We have a
laughed
gun season
for-
premiere.
Maybe last for 30 seconds because we had the storm from hell.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's so dramatic.
Oh,
That's
that
why I
was
wanted you
so-
to tell it, but then you were all like,
And then
Kat was on another
but
planet.
other
She couldn't
tea to
help
be
it.
spilled is we do have New York Endo, and she's going to be on the show too. We're going to meet with her this weekend.
I'm so excited.
So that's
That's
going to be a good
That's
one.
why I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's a good
She's
one.
so great.
She's freaking fabulous. She's fabulous, and she's so smart. I mean, she's Latina. She's an immigrant, and look what she's done. Like, she's fabulous. I'm so
She's
excited to
great.
have her. Yes,
Aw.
And she's
She's done such
Dolores'
good things.
doctor.
Is
I'm
she
hoping
Dolores'
it's like-
doctor?
She's Dolores' doctor.
Oh my god, I love her even more now. Okay,
That's,
Yeah.
we got to
We know
talk.
we know what we got to do now, right? Yeah. And all I can think of
Mhm.
is
You got
I
to take
love it.
this point and connect this point and make them go like this so they can come to the podcast.
I love it. I can't wait to hear what she says because I asked her, I was like, "Are you comfortable talking about that?" She's like, "Absolutely. I am a doctor, and I am for preventing diseases." And I'm like, "Oh,
Mhm.
I love you."
That's so good.
Well,
She's
and
fabulous.
just so we're clear, Dolores is the one that spilled the tea and it said that she was
Oh,
her,
really?
Dr. Rocio was
I
her
didn't know
all
doctor.
I
Yes.
think of is
Mhm.
dinner with Dolores. It's a prince.
Oh, that'd be awesome! Oh my
goodness.
gosh, that's going on my list.
Dinner with Dolores.
Can we?
That's
If we get her
right.
on, that will definitely be her background noise. Like that will be her
Oh,
Oh, you guys
100%.
song.
You're gonna have to
Yes.
record it, Kat. I can't sing.
We've got to get her. I think
Yeah,
she's
man.
told. I feel like she'd be super into it. I don't know
do
why. I just have
too.
it's how I
Must be
felt
some
about
kind of
Rosie. I just have
thing.
like this feeling that she'd be super
Yeah.
into it if she like knew who the
Uh-huh.
fuck I was.
Well, and she's just a real
She's like,
down
"Who is
human
this
being. You know what I
girl?"
mean? She's just
I think
I
so
don't
too.
know. She just seems super
It would help
genuine.
people. It would help people. Look at what
Yeah.
like people hearing Rosie come on and talk about shame and talk about abuse and talk about
Mhm.
weight and talk about misery and talk about white knuckle and all those different things.
Mhm.
The healing that came out of that episode from our
Yeah, no,
community
Janine, I'm
was
sorry. I
massive.
really missed it. Janine's got the, oh my God,
Janine's
face
like,
palm.
oh God, Kat.
500 face palms. Like, oh my God.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, it's yeah. I've had the reputation, not a reputation, but I was always kind of spacey. Still am.
Was
Yes.
Melissa-
No, it will be on YouTube. We have a YouTube podcast here, and then we also have an audio podcast, friend, and it's bro's pretty good. Also, like, friends, if you listen to the audio, the only way people are going to find out about it is with reviews. So like we need reviews on the audio. So if you do like Spotify, if you do Apple, if you can go in there and review, it makes us more relevant, because algorithms, and then people go, oh, like, and if we can find a way to like we've been on a couple lists as like must listen podcasts, but not like hottest new podcast or, podcast. And no, but we want to get there. So if you guys see things that are coming through and you're like, hey, like
Yeah.
we need to get the podcast on there. If more people know about us, they will know they're not alone. They will know it's not their fault. They will learn, they will go to the doctor, and they will get better. Like that's the
Yeah.
whole goal, right? And right now we got about maybe 6,000 or
There's
so,
no shame in the game.
and I just started Facebook ads. I'm
Yay!
excited. I feel like such a big girl.
Love it.
Yes.
So fancy.
And then we will have a new sponsor. We will have a new sponsor to announce next week. So we still have Ivim, but we have another sponsor too. So that's exciting. And then we'll have our special Stanleys and everybody can get a coupon. Yay.
I'm so
Lots of good
pumped.
things. Lots of good things.
Can
Keep
I
up the
say
awesome
something
work.
controversial?
Hell yeah. This is the place for it. On a live at the Plus Sides. Do it.
Do
I
it.
just want to say something random of
Okay.
nothing that we have mentioned.
I'm a
Okay.
fan of
But
random. That's where my brain is all the time.
I just want to say that
I'm so anxious about what he's about to say.
I'm watching my words. That we need, as a community, I've seen a lot of hate
Oh,
in our own
Louie,
community.
preach.
So I'm
Preach.
just bringing this out here, that just to all the kind and everyone in the chat, that we're all in our own journey. And that
Yeah.
we need to respect everyone's differences and opinions and what they believe their journey is. And that's everyone's life. Just because I've seen a lot of drama, yo, and I'm new to this community. And I've been involved in drama, and I'm like a very nice person, and I don't want any drama with anyone. I respect everyone's opinion. I just wanted to say that.
Well, thank you for saying that. I totally agree.
Yeah.
The plus size is really trying to stay out of anything like that too.
Yes, I
and
love you, girl.
we because we are, and we do, it is very representation of all different stories and backgrounds is really, really important, because like I was saying, if we're all in the room and we're talking about the same thing, we all look the same, then like we're not making any changes. Do you know what I'm saying? We're just like in a vacuum. You have to shake things up and talk about things that are controversial sometimes, but a lot of really beautiful things can come out of conversations like that, like we've seen, you know? But I think that it's, if people say things and you want to like help them one-on-one, I think do it, you know? And if people say that, or even if you don't agree with them, you can scroll, but like if you want to reach out, but I don't think that as a community, we should clap back at each other. You know what I mean? I'm just going to say it. I don't think we should.
100%.
Now, if we want to clap back at haters, that's different. And then we can all clap back on the clap back. But I don't think that, I'm just going to say it. Like, I just don't think that we should, because I promise you there is for sure at some point I was in the middle of something in this journey, because so much of this shit is mental, right? Like you go through these changes with your body, but there's so much stuff. There's trauma. There's catching up with where your body is. There's what's life look like now. There's will I get my medicine tomorrow? It's you're constantly in like a state of evolution. So if that's the case, like you're gonna sometimes say stupid ass stuff, right? Or you're gonna say unkind stuff, or you're gonna like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, or someone's gonna take you wrong, because we all come from various backgrounds and we're all raised very differently. So I think if you lead with empathy, you're never gonna lose, you know? But if you lead with love, if you lead that way, then you're not going to lose. So, but if you want to help somebody, send them a message. It's okay. It's okay to share your opinion,
and I think it's
but let's just don't embarrass people. Even if it's on accident, let's just really try not to.
Yeah.
This is how I feel.
Well, and I think too, like, it's important to remember, like, everybody doesn't have to be friends with everybody, and you can still be supportive from the side and just go, okay, he or she is doing their thing, and, you know, whatever, that's their thing. That's what they're going through. You know, you don't have to voice your opinion on every single thing on somebody maybe you don't care for, or somebody you don't agree with, or whatever. Just because your opinion's different, maybe just stay out of it, rather than sort of being controversial and sort of stirring the pot, right?
The pot. Yeah.
That's what I've seen.
The fire just needs to be just knocked out of that pot, because it's like it's boiling over
more pots
some days, you know?
It's like what I said before, like get out of your feelings, because sometimes it's just not what that person, because you're still looking at somebody through your lens and your perspective and your view. And you just don't know. You know what happens when you assume. It makes an ass out of you and me.
Absolutely. So. I mean, like, legitimately, guys, 6 months ago, if anybody had told me that a housewife was taking these medications, I would have seen the same stuff. I would have been like, what the fuck? That's such vanity. But you know what? I learned about the science from all these doctors, and that's just bull. Like, so when you know more, you have to do better, you know? Like we do know more. And I think that at least for the plus sides, like, we're not going to get into that stuff. We're going to be kind to people. I'm not saying we have to be friends with everybody, but like, we're going to be kind to people. We're just
You're not a $1 million bill. You're not going to be friends with everyone, and that's understandable, yo. But just don't be trolls. Don't be shitty.
Just don't be trolls.
Right. Don't be shitty. Don't be trolls. Oh my God.
You know, several years ago, somebody told me the best thing, and it clicked in my head, because like, I always used to be the type of person that it would bother me if somebody didn't care for me. I'd be like, well, wait, why not? What do they think is wrong with me? Or what did I do? Or like, why are they upset with me, or whatever? At some point, a very good friend of mine told me, listen, not everybody's for everybody, and that's okay. They don't
And that's
have to
okay.
like you. You don't need to be liked by them to be
Yeah.
a valid person with valid feelings, and
Yeah.
like you're okay. And like
Yes.
that thing that helps sort of nudge that I call it my I don't give a shit switch, right? It
Yeah.
kind of nudged
I
that
like
switch
that.
because
Yeah.
I just
I don't give a
Mhm.
shit switch.
I
Okay.
honestly, I say this all the time, but this is so true. My validation comes from no one else other than myself.
Yeah.
Nobody. Not
Yeah.
even my validation doesn't even come from my husband, and he's the
Yeah.
he's the closest human being to me. It comes from
Yeah.
me, and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, you just
kind to
eventually you have to
yourself.
just
Be kind.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just have to flip that switch. Just don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
Yeah, you're right.
And I
And
do
being
think,
kinder
and
to yourself also
yeah,
translates to being mean to other people. Like, how kind are you
yeah,
being to yourself? Like, do you
yeah,
really? You must
Yeah.
really not like yourself because you're being
yeah,
mean to someone else.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
Lashing
I
out
will
isn't
say
healthy.
too, like, I do think that I believe very strongly that hard conversations need to be had, but you can do them with respect and love and empathy, you know? And so, like, when
Mhm.
I get certain comments, and y'all know, when I get certain comments, I will say, this is a really good point. Let's talk about it. You know,
You're
and I'm not
so
trying to
sweet.
hurt, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
hurt anybody,
Have her
but
son do
Yeah.
crime and punishment from
it's
one
an
of those.
opportunity for us all to learn that we shouldn't
True.
pass by. It's an opportunity for us to have a
Mhm.
conversation and get in the room, you know? And if all I do is look at things through my lens, then what am I doing?
You're
Yeah,
so
what do any
sweet
of us
too,
do?
Kim, because like when I'm in
I
your lives and
try.
I'm like moderating, like poor Kim, she's
I
like,
try.
okay, Sam, so let's talk about what you just said. And I'm like, Kim, they're gone. I've booted them, I've muted them, I've blocked, they're not even here anymore, baby girl. They're gone.
I love it. But it's funny because like Tay, for example, like Tay knows that I want those questions. So Tay will pen them, let me respond, and then
And then I kick them out. She pins them, and then I'm like, nope, we're done with that.
I feel
because
like
I'm
Lydia. I'm
trying.
like that. I'm like, bye bye.
Yeah.
I'm just not feeding the trolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
know.
get it.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just been different me since we started the plus sides because like and my hubby would always say, like I would say, I can't allow negative comments on the plus sides when it comes to like the like on the comment section, right? And he's like, why? And I'm like, because it has to be a safe
I agree
space.
with you right now.
It has to be a safe space. But he was like, but if you think about it though, those comments are also a learning opportunity. And it's not necessarily the person you're trying to change, it's everybody reading the comment. Right. And I
Yeah, you're
was like,
right.
okay, so I had to find like a fine line, right? Like if it's straight ignorance, okay, let's talk about it. If it's cruelty, you know, and that's kind of where I've sort of landed with things with my TikTok too, you know, and I think we all had to kind of figure that out. Y'all know there are plenty of times. I think my Dr. Spencer one is probably the one heard around the world, you know, where I'm just like, no.
Kim
Like,
got
it's
out her
not
bullwhip
okay.
on that one, guys. She was like, I'm done
Play a
with
second
you.
line.
She was done.
No, I was not okay with that. But like let's see, like even me, like I have my moments, you know. That is a friends only post now. It's a big one. But you know, he deserved that. But anyway,
He did.
yeah, but I still try not to. And I think that we need to remember, and we can close with this. Like, guys, unfortunately now, and I don't know how long it's going to take before this changes or if it ever will. The majority of the world considers us fat and lazy. It's there, and we're trying to move things forward, you know, and think of the bigger picture in our future and the future of our children, you know, or our nieces or our nephews, you know. And
Indeed.
I think that the only people that are actually really truly looking out for our community is our community. So we have to do that. We have to do that, you know, and you don't got to be friends with everybody. You ain't got to like them. You can block them. It's fine.
It's like
The
family.
block button is free, man,
Yeah.
and you can exercise that
The
thumb
block.
all day long.
Oh yeah,
Right.
not interested. That's my favorite thing.
interested.
Not interested.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because then I'm not saying nothing bad about them. It's just this is not what I want to hear. TikTok algorithm, you know. So
Indeed. Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
awesome. Okay, well, I think this has been a lovely conversation. Thank you so much for being controversial with us because that's how
Thank
we
you for
roll here,
having
Louie.
me.
Yes, thank you for coming on and sharing your story. It was lovely, and it was really good to hear a different perspective, especially as people are getting closer to maintenance. You know, I think understanding and also understanding like the weight that you've gone through in your life. Like, what is that? Like that yo-yo piece? Is that something common that's in all of us? Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
think so. Yeah, it could be.
I think so.
Think so. Everybody's yo-yo looks a little different. But what happened? Like,
Mine lights up and glows in the dark.
yeah. Oh, thank you for the comments, everybody. I hope we got to everybody's
Oh, yeah.
questions. Like, if we didn't, I'm like really, really good about responding to comments. So you can, like, it takes me a minute, but I'm very good about doing it. I always respond. So if you have questions, you can send me a message. And I know the ladies feel the same. So, okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to
Exciting.
play our
Best part of the day.
bumper. That's what Dave calls it. I'm going to play our bumper and then we're going to peace out. And you guys have a great night. And don't forget to tune in on this coming Wednesday because we have our season finale and it's
With
looking back and
Contessa.
looking forward. Looking back and looking forward. And the week after that is who, Kat?
Contessa.
Contessa. That is the opener of season
More
2,
coffee.
episode 1. Dr. Contessa. She's so fabulous. I just want to be friends with her.
She's from Kansas City.
I
Kansas
do.
City.
I do. I like her.
Kansas
She
City,
just
yeah.
I like her
Mhm.
vibe. She's
She's a lot of fun.
gorgeous, smart. Yeah, wants to help people.
She's
I
a lot
like
of
it.
fun.
Snaps. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Gonna be your friend. I've decided. Mimosas with Dr. Contessa. It's happening. Anyway,
It's happening.
it's been so great hanging with you guys. We love you to bits. Thanks for supporting the show and what we're trying to do. We could not do it without you. It is a community-driven podcast. Let's change things. Okay.
Yes.
And everybody
Hugs.
have a great night.
Good night,
And we're
guys.
out.
Have a